campaign. We were told that we would be into a recession and very possibly worse if we chose to leave. We were urged to step back from the brink. We didn't. We took the leap. A giant step forward or a jump into the unknown. Essentially, take your pick. But that is where we are this morning. So now, as the first light of morning breaks, a lot has changed, it has to be said, since it last set. The sun on the white cliffs of Dover shines on a Britain that is now destined to be independent of Europe for the first time in more than 4 decades. And as David Cameron wakes in Downing Street, if indeed he's managed any sleep, I doubt it, he knows he is Prime Minister of a very different United Kingdom, and he'll no doubt be considering for how much longer he can stay in the job, as we have discussed a lot this morning. ITV's coverage of the referendum result will continue now with our colleagues at Good Morning Britain, and Alistair Stewart will be back here after 9:25. I'll be back for news at 10. A very good morning to you.
Thank you, Tom. As the nation wakes up on this historic day to an almost certain vote to leave the EU, we'll have the latest on the political and economic consequences.
There are calls for David Cameron to resign, so can he survive as Prime Minister? This is Good Morning Britain. EU referendum, the result.
Good morning, Britain. On a day the country has chosen a new course.
Let June the 23rd go down in our history as our Independence Day.
Britain has voted to leave the EU after one of the closest fought political battles in British history.
Tories bid to save Dave. Boris Johnson leads more than 80 pro-Brexit Conservatives, signing a letter to the Prime Minister asking him to remain in office amid growing pressure for him to resign.
The value of the pound has nosedived against the dollar, hitting a 31-year low as markets react.
And as Scotland and Northern Ireland vote to remain, questions are raised over the future of the Union.
Friday, 24th of June, 2016, EU referendum, the result. Live from ITV Studios, this is Good Morning Britain with Piers and Susanna Reid.
It's just gone 6 o'clock. Welcome to a Good Morning Britain special on a very historic day as we bring you the latest on the referendum result, the political reactions and what it will mean for you. It's
now almost certain the UK has voted to leave the European Union. Votes are still coming in. Leave are in the lead by about 3%. The official announcement from the Electoral Commission is expected later this morning. We will bring it to you live. During a night balanced on a knife edge, there were falls in the pound as the markets reacted to the news.
After a disastrous result for the Remain campaign, David Cameron now faces a very uncertain future. Gargi Patel has more.